welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective love reading for Virgo. Now, I am doing the love readings a little bit different this month. They are going to be for past, present and future. So this one is going to be for your past person, to see if there's anything going on with them. If you're not looking for a past person, then check out one of the other readings. I will put a present and a future one up later in the week. So if you don't find any messages at all in these, then please check your other placements. You may find a message in one of those. Now, I do apologise about my dodgy shuffling, because these are really hard to shuffle because my hands are tiny and the cards are big. I did do a good chunk of shuffling before though, so they should all have had a good shuffle. So let's get into it. If you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed already, press that subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll get notifications whenever I load up new content. If you do hit that thumbs up, it will help pass the message on to anybody that needs to hear it. So yeah, Spirit, can we get some cards with regards to the collective of Virgo's past person, please, and what is going on for them with regards to any potential relationship? I want one card at a time, please, Spirit, not half a deck. And you give me the same half a deck. One card at a time, please, Spirit. Okay. Again with the half a deck. Wow, they want to tell you something, don't they? With half a deck at a time. Get some more cards, please, Spirit. Not half a deck, but some more at least. Okay, so the overall energy then, we do have this Justice card. So overall, it does suggest that somebody is feeling like justice hasn't been served. Potentially a decision's been made that wasn't in their favour. This could be you, this could be a person. I'm going to assume that this is potentially you, but it's you potentially don't like the outcome that has happened at the moment, or you don't feel like somebody's getting the karma that they deserve. Things might have been out of balance and you are still feeling out of balance because of it. And you just don't feel like the right decision's been made, or you feel like an unfair decision has been made. Now, in your person's energy, it could be very much that your person may not have made a very good decision, or it could be that you've not made a fair decision with regards to your person. Now that is Libra energy, just in case it is something where it is more to do with your person. Now your person has got this Magician in the reverse as their energy card, their overall energy. So it is suggesting to me that they could be a little bit manipulative, but it also could be that they are extremely self-conscious at the moment. Now that could also be your energy. It doesn't have to be your person's. These two cards can be swapped. It's supposed to be your person's energy and then yours, but it could be vice versa. So take whichever one resonates with yourself. I'm going to go with this first one as being your person, because that's the way that it's supposed to be read. So yeah, to me it looks as though this is your person, and they are currently a little bit self-conscious. They don't actually know what to want or what they want. And if they do know what they want, they don't know how to get it. It's like everything they're doing is failing. They're not able to manifest anything very successfully. It is just not going well for them. So whatever they are trying to do with regards to this, it's not going in their favour at all. So potentially That could be why you've got this Justice in the reverse then. So it might be them feeling like things are not going in their favour. Okay, so we've got a Tower card. We've got a Four of Cups. And we've got a Seven of Wands. So they are going through some sort of Tower moment. They've had some sort of a wake-up call. And they're going through something at the moment, or they have been through this recently, and it's like they're having something drastic has happened, and they have had to reevaluate their whole belief system properly, and they're having to relook at things and try and rebuild their whole life. We've got this Four of Cups, which is suggesting that they are currently bored in the situation that they may be in. So this might not be going on at the, you might not be in a relationship with them at the moment. It is a past person. So this could be very much a separation. You could have left them years ago, but this is what they're currently going through. So they're going through a Tower at the moment. You've got this Four of Cups. So it is suggesting to me that, they've turned their back on everything. They're extremely bored with everything that's going on. They can't actually see what's in front of them, possibly because they're still going through this Tower. Now, they are extremely defensive about things at the moment. So they may have been going through a lot of competition. Things may have got up on them quite a lot. They could be trying to defend their position, maybe their job. They could just be trying to defend themselves a lot. It's like something that's happened has had to put their guard up massively recently. And that is suggesting that, there is a lot of battling going on. Now, it could also be that they're doing a lot of battles in their head as well. There could be, because it's a lot of unseen enemies with that Seven of Wands, so it could just be mental conflict that they're going through, mental competition that they might be putting themselves through. Now you're sitting here pretty. You were sitting there in the Queen of Cups energy, doing your own thing. You are absolutely happy. You're ready to share that cup of love. You're nurturing, you're giving, you're loving, you're generous. Yeah, what else can you say about the Queen of Cups? She's lovely. Wears a heart on her sleeve, maybe sometimes too much. Sometimes can be a little bit too giving. She's extremely empathetic. Now that's Panther. I don't know what Panther is, but Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So if it is your person, then you obviously swap it round, whichever is for you. But I'm going to choose that's just personality traits. And I believe that this Queen of Cups is very much you. And you could be extremely empathetic, very, very loving. Now let's get you some clarification cards. So we've got a Two of Pentacles. So you're struggling to keep things in balance a little bit at the moment. Possibly you're over-giving too much. You may have been having a few nightmares as well, but with that Nine of Swords in the reverse, whatever it is that you've been feeling guilty or having nightmares about, I mean, it doesn't have to be nightmares. It could just be that you might have been depressed, or you've had a hard time. Maybe things have been getting you down. Maybe you've had a few sleepless nights, possibly because of some imbalance that you're feeling, maybe to do with money. But you are coming out of that. We have got a Star card in the reverse, which is suggesting that you have got a bit more healing to do. You're not quite out of the woods just yet with regards to whatever healing it is that you are facing. But you are well on your way to finding that inner balance and that inner peace and inner harmony. Now, what you feel with regards to this relationship that might not be existent at the moment, we have got this Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is somebody who is very, very naive. He is very passionate. He is... He can be a loyal friend when he's in the upright. When he's in the reverse, he is not a loyal friend. So you feel about this relationship that you were stabbed in the back. And that's potentially what you're learning or healing from. You feel like you were completely betrayed, possibly from infidelity, with it being a wand suit. But yeah, you feel like, this whole relationship was just a betrayal. You don't feel like it's going anywhere. It was just, you've been betrayed. You were stabbed in the back, and you just feel like it's kind of, yeah, they're dead, potentially. We've got a 9 of Pentacles, so you potentially sitting pretty, single, abundant, loving life at the moment. You're looking fabulous. A Page of Cups, so you may even be looking for new love as well. Maybe you're ready to offer your cup of love out to somebody. It could very well be that you could see some sort of offer coming in for this. You could see some sort of spark, and you have got this 3 of Wands, so you are waiting and you are planning something with regards to it. It could be that maybe you are looking at, you know, possibly some money, but yeah, there is some sort of plan. But I mean, both of you have your backs turned, so I don't think it's with regards to each other that you've got some sort of plan. But you're in a waiting period, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe you're waiting for them to make a decision on something. Maybe you're just waiting to heal yourself. Now, in your challenge position or your blockage, we do have your card. We've got the Hermit. So potentially a little bit too much isolation for somebody. Could be a bit of a blockage there. It could very well be that too much introspection could also be a big challenge with regards to that. Maybe somebody, it could even be that somebody isn't doing the introspection that they need to do, and that could be what the challenge is, especially if you've got a little bit of healing to do, but your person's going through a tower. They're going to have a lot of healing to do. Let's get some clarification on this Hermit, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Devil that's come out as a challenge. So Capricorn energy there. We've also got the Wheel. So potentially there is some healing to do from some sort of addictions, maybe some negative behaviors, that it's going to be a massive challenge for someone to deal with. It looks like there's a big lesson that needs to be learnt here as well, that's also challenging, that I have got a feeling is something to do with this Devil card. And we've got a 9 of Cups, so, and that come out is in a challenge as well. So what could very well be going on is that whoever needs to be doing some introspection has got a lot of healing to do with regards to certain addictions, certain negative or toxic behaviors that they've either experienced or they have themselves, and in order to release those, or when they do release those and when they are learning from them and growing from them, they will be learning this lesson that is going to turn that wheel slowly. If they don't learn them, then the wheel isn't going to move. It's stuck waiting for that lesson to be learnt, which I've got a feeling is something to do with your person's tower. But like I say, you've got a little bit of healing to do as well. You're possibly feeling a bit of guilt, or you have been feeling some guilt with some sleepless nights potentially. So that could be why you were also doing that. Now we've also got this 9 of Cups, which is suggesting to me that part of it is to do with what makes you happy. What is your happiness? What makes you happy? What gives you that wish fulfillment? You know, getting that wish fulfillment is going to be a bit of a challenge because of the lesson that needs to be learned. So to me, all of these things are they're going to be really hard for whoever has got to sit and go through it and do a lot of inner reflection. It's going to take some time, and it's going to be quite hard. So that's, especially with them all being challenges, it's going to be really, really challenging for somebody. If they manage to do it, whichever one of you needs to do it, or it could be both of you have got parts to do in this, you know, it looks like it's going to be worth it, but it needs to be done. Now, I am noticing there is a abundance of 9s out on this table. 9, 9 and 9. So you might want to double check your angel numbers, and we've got another 9 there with the Hermit. If you are not sure on what your angel numbers are, you know, checking your reoccurring numbers, you may find that there is a message for you from your spirit guides and your angels, that telling you that you're on a particular path and giving you some advice, and, you know, to help nudge you along it, because it's suggesting to me that you are on the right path. Now, yeah, this is going to be a big challenge for someone. If they do manage to overcome this massive challenge that is in front of them, and they get over these addictions learn that lesson and find what does actually make them happy and see what that wish fulfillment is. We have this Two of Cups, which is a happy union. There is a choice that's been made. It's a happy union between two people. So there is a potential for reconciliation here. Some, you know, the decision, the lessons be learned, and it could be a very happy reconciliation. Let's get some more clarification on that Two of Cups. Like I say, it's a union card. We've got a King of Swords, so somebody is a little bit defensive with regards to their emotions, potentially. There's a baby on this one as well, so maybe you've got a child with the person already, or maybe you'll be having a child with them in future. We do have a Lover's card, so that has come out in a challenge position. It did fly across the table, so that, and it come out to the side, so it could have been either way as it was coming out, but I found it over on its side over here. So it does look as though there is a decision that needs to be made, potentially. But yeah, it does look as though that decision is something to potentially to do with some sort of communication as well. Maybe it needs to communicate that the choice has been made, but somebody struggles with communication. Can I get one more card, please, for that Two of Cups, Spirit? But generally, if you get a Two of Cups and a Lover's card, it tends to mean that it's, you know, meant to be. Now, we do have an Ace of Pentacles as well. So that is going to be some sort of loss of money, potentially. Possibly a missed inheritance, a missed win. Maybe a little bit of a loss of money. That could be where this choice is coming in as well. But yeah, it does suggest to me that there might be a little bit of a missed opportunity that is happening. If there is some reconciliation, what that missed opportunity is, I'm not sure, but it is some sort of abundance. Could potentially just have to do with, you know, a single and abundant Nine of Pentacles. Maybe the missed opportunity is time on your own to learn and reflect and grow yourself. But it could be any number of things. Like I say, it could just be simply a missed inheritance. Maybe it could be, maybe you, I'm trying to think of ways of spinning an Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's something that's missed. Maybe it could have been you know, maybe it was something where one of you might have been offered a new job, but you decide to stay together and a new job's no longer needed, you know, or you reconcile, and, you know, you could merge funds together, but one of you is a bit poorer than the other, and that could be where you might feel like you're losing a little bit of money. But yeah, it does suggest to me though that it could very well, like I say, it could be a very happy reunion, but you might not just be as well off as what you would be if you're out of that reunion. Possibly could have something to do with finances, like I say, with it being a Pentacles in reverse, and that is generally some sort of loss of finances. So yeah, it could just very well be that if you didn't reconcile with this person, you might have more abundance. Maybe there's part of that toxic behavior that was going on was an addiction, and then you may end up funding it slightly, or I mean, you may not, to be completely honest with you, because if they're getting over it, if they're breaking free of it, they're breaking free of it. What would you need to fund it for, you know? But you might end up finding that there's a lot of debt that's got to be cleared, and that could be where the financial loss comes in, because you end up picking it up as a joint debt, you know? Right, let's get you a Dark Confessions of the Soul to see if your past person has got any messages they would like to give you that they can't tell you themselves, because clearly somebody can't communicate very well with that King of Swords. Somebody keeps it all a secret. Wow, my mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. I wonder which one that could be. Your person. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It is draining me. So again, that could have a lot to do with that Tower card. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. I think that's a lot to do with your person going through a tower. They're doing a lot of thinking, and they are potentially healing as well, learning a lot of lessons, healing potentially. Right, let's get you a romance angel oracle as well. See if there's any more messages Spirit would like to convey for you. I'm going to romance angel, please, Spirit. And can you? Oh, you get 2. So we've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Not too much though with that Hermit. Don't disconnect completely. You don't want to end up being stuck in isolation and staying there forever. And then we've got pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I think that has got something to do with making sure that if you do reconcile, that your person has learnt their lessons and that you've learnt your lessons as well with regards to any toxicity, any negative behaviour that was happening before, so that you don't repeat it and that wheel turns upright to good fortune. Okay. So yeah, I hope that has given some of you Virgos some insight with regards to any past love that you may be hoping returns for you. Yeah, if you did enjoy your message today, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so it can help pass it to anybody else that needs to hear it. Good luck and thank you for joining me.